Hey, how you doing? My name is Randy, and this is my channel, Randy's Here to Help. I'm an appliance technician, and I specialize in LG brand washers and dryers, as well as Samsung dryers. I've done this full-time for the last 8.5 years, and I've done it for a total of 10.5 years. Those first 2 years were me just doing it on the side while I was learning the craft and learning the business. Um, I wanted to take a few minutes out to make this video um, in a way to celebrate myself just a little bit. I'm 41 years old, and I just started YouTube about 6 weeks ago. Um, and when I woke up this morning, which today is October 5th, 2025, I passed 100 subscribers. And so I think that that's a good thing. I'm not sure, I understand that success is subjective. Everybody views their success differently. We all have different goals that we're striving towards. Honestly, I don't know what my goals are long term. I know that short term, I want to help people. I want to help you. I want to help people be able to learn how to fix their machines, diagnose it themselves, fix it themselves, save some money. But I think that it's important that as a small creator, and it's weird to even call myself that because I never thought that I was going to be somebody that could do something like this. But I think that it's important that we celebrate the small wins. There's this idea, I think, for small creators, you get so caught up in how many views am I getting, how many subscribers do I have. You're in this race to. A lot of people are in this race to get monetized. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, and I've definitely fallen victim to that. But with all that said, I think that because of that, we don't often take time to take a step back and, like I said, celebrate the small steps that we've made along the way. There's these, milestone markers that I've set for myself. I was excited when I got to 50 subscribers. When I got to 50, my next goal was 100. Now that I'm at 100, I think, my next goal is 250, and then I want to get to 500 and ultimately 1,000, because I don't do this for the money, but would it be nice to make a little bit of money for all the blood, sweat, and tears that we put into this? Absolutely. I mean, who wouldn't want to make some extra money? But so that's what this is. This is me just taking a moment out to celebrate the small win, me taking a moment out to thank everybody that has been a part of this process for me, even though it has been a short-lived one so far. I wish to continue doing this, hopefully for a really long time. And as time goes on, hopefully the following will grow. But I think that it's really important that we celebrate ourselves, whatever your milestone markers are for yourself. It's so easy to be hard on ourselves and to be critical of ourselves. I think it comes kind of as a detriment to yourself. I've watched a lot of videos of other content creators, their journey from where they started to where they currently are, and some are really successful. There's a guy that I watch named Rob the Maritimer, who I think has been doing this for roughly 5 years, and he talks about how I think at one point after, I don't know the amount of time, but after a certain amount of time, he was stuck at 30-something subscribers, and he couldn't move past it for a long time, and he was so focused on what he considered to be all the wrong things later on, that eventually, even though his subscriber count grew, he took a step back from YouTube. I think he took like a little over a year off, and when he came back, he had refocused and changed some things up, and he pivoted in his channel and went a different direction. And I think he said he went from like 3,000 subscribers to 80,000 subscribers. So I watched a lot of his videos, and as well as a lot of other creators that are significantly smaller that talk about their journey. And most of them say the same thing. It's really easy to give in. It's really easy to give up. It's really easy to be critical of yourself. And I have fallen victim to that as well, and I don't want to be that way. So again, that's what this is for. Giving myself a little pat on the back for, achieving something that I thought I could never do. And also, again, taking a moment to thank everybody that has been a part of this process, and thanking anybody that will in the future be a part of this process. I genuinely don't know if anybody's going to watch this video or if anybody's going to see it and even care. But that's okay. I want to be able to use this as a way to look back later on down the road as I get to whatever my next milestone markers are, and remember this moment, because I don't think it's insignificant. I think it's important, and I want to celebrate it. I want to also take a moment to thank my daughter and my wife. I actually have 4 kids, but it was my 13-year-old daughter specifically that got me started in this process. She came to me about 2 months ago and told me that she wanted to start a channel for a Roblox game that she plays. And of course, I support her and I encourage her. And I thought it was really awesome. But in the process of talking about it, I think I had mentioned at some point that I had often thought about doing YouTube for, specifically what I'm doing now. I always thought it'd be really cool to share my experience and my knowledge with people. But I think I lacked the confidence to be able to do it, and the confidence that anybody would want to hear what I have to say. And it was her that really, like, I don't know if it's because of how much I encouraged her that she encouraged me back. And it was literally just, Daddy, let's do it together. You do yours and I'll do mine. And I thought that was really amazing. And I don't think that I would have done it without her. I don't think that without her push, it would have been something that I would have actually taken seriously and considered. So when we started, all we had was our phone. We didn't have anything. We didn't have a tripod. We didn't have a camera to do editing. As a matter of fact, when we got into doing the first couple of videos, we were editing using an app on our phone, and I had never edited before in my life. And I had to have her do it because I felt like the old man that just didn't understand the technology. Now, that wasn't necessarily true. I just hadn't put any time or effort into it. And I picked it up pretty quickly. And I think that, like anything else, you learn as you go, and you have your bumps and bruises along the way. There were multiple videos that I shot for that I ended up having to throw away completely. I think like 5 videos that I ended up trashing because I didn't know that there was a major difference when you're editing between using your phone vertically versus horizontally, and how that all works into the editing process. So we rushed out. We bought a computer, and bought basic equipment, microphone and the tripod and some other small things. And that's where my wife comes in, because my wife not only encouraged me this idea of absolutely you can do it. You have a plethora of knowledge that you can share with the world, but giving me the confidence that I think I needed to be able to say, yeah, no, I think I can do this. I think I can actually at least try it. And will I be successful? Maybe I will, maybe I won't. But if I don't start, I'll never know. And of course, going out and buying a laptop, doesn't necessarily have to be the most expensive thing, but it wasn't the cheapest thing. So her support there as well, for understanding that, there were going to be some financial decisions that we had to make if we wanted to make a real go at this. So I know that I'm probably dragging this on longer than I intended. So again, a big thank you to my daughter, actually to all of my kids. A huge thank you to my wife. I love you guys so much. And of course, again, thank you. Thank you so much to everybody that has subscribed, everybody that is going to subscribe in the future. I really hope that my videos are beneficial to people all over the world. It makes me so happy when I get comments from, subscribers or anybody that's watching, expressing their gratitude for, being able to help them. I wish that I could help more people. And my hope is that as time goes on, more and more people will view and more people will see, and more people will be able to fix their machines, have the confidence that maybe they didn't have. And this is just the beginning of my journey. So I will continue to make these videos as long as you guys are willing to watch, as long as, you guys need the information. Um, I don't think that there's ever going to be a time where I run out of content to create. There's just so much information to be had about what I do. But so with that said, if there is ever anything that any of you have questions on, that you're struggling with, if it's a video, if it's something that I haven't made a video on yet, by all means, please, please leave a comment somewhere. You can leave a comment on any one of my videos, or if you go to my community board, you can leave a comment there, and I will do my best. If you can be as detailed as possible, I will do my best to help you try to figure out exactly what is happening, and one way or another, I will figure out a way to try to help you. And with that, I thank you so much for your time. I thank you so much for your support. Like every other video, we'll catch you next time.